the orthotics debate amongst the running community.
Orthotics, what are they?
Orthotics are special shoe inserts that can be used to treat numerous foot conditions. There are many different types of orthotics, and they will vary in materials and features based on where you get yours.
And a bit on the history of orthotics.
Orthotics have been successfully used for centuries as a treatment for foot pain and to improve comfort. The materials used and theory behind them has evolved and changed over time. Originally made with metal, they now use specialized plastics. The comfort and fit of orthotics has improved to provide the best solution for people that need to wear them.
I've observed that orthotics ironically divides the running community. On one hand, the specialists say you should be wearing them as much as possible. And on the other hand, a lot of coaches and elite self-coached athletes, myself in the past, say you don't need them once you are healthy, and healthy runners with strong feet, ankles, and Achilles shouldn't use them. So who's right? Well, it all depends. I'd like to say, like most things in life, that I'm in the middle. I genetically have lower fat padding under my feet than most people. This means I'll be fucked later. I'll err on the side of science and caution because not being able to run in 20 years is not my objective and doesn't sound fun. I like running, so I want to keep running. Obviously perform better as I get older, 1% better. Can't do that if my feet aren't working. Here's Trent with his opinion on fat pads and orthotics.
Essentially, fat pad is finite. Similar to coal in the ground. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. Injections and silicone pads have been unsuccessful. A lot of the chat with patients is about preservation of a fat pad because that's essentially the protection for the bones and for the joints. And literally, once it goes, it's gone. The way I describe it is that an orthotic is used as a protector and a shock absorber for the foot. So instead of the stress going through the foot, we can choose to put the stress of different parts of the orthotic. So if someone comes in, like Darren, he's got fat pad atrophy, the ball of the foot and also the heel, we'll be looking to add extra layers of material or cushioning at the ball of the foot and the heel, as well as potentially assist in deflecting pressure off these sites to slow down the fat pad from wearing out. There's a beautiful material called Poron that's used for diabetic patients with ulcers to allow the ulcers to heal quicker. And this similar material is what we use in our orthotic top covers to help slow down the fat pad from atrophying.
I was born with some really good genetics that I'm super grateful for, but fat padding under my feet isn't one of them. Trent, my podiatrist, caught this a few years back and basically said, hey, Darren, you've got very little fat padding under your feet, so you need to wear orthotics more frequently to avoid having issues later in your life. Here's Millie with her opinion on orthotics.
Considering the volume of running that you're doing and the intensity that you're doing, I'd say very important. Obviously in combination with the shoes. But if your foot isn't able to absorb that shock, then having a material under there that is and will just cushion that and disperse the load more evenly is going to mean that you can still do the training volumes and intensities that you want to do.
So what's the worst that could happen to me if I don't wear orthotics regularly as I age?
Essentially, you just continue to walk on skin and bone, and that will be quite uncomfortable, particularly in your older stages of life where you're cruising around without shoes on, and it's uncomfortable, and then that increases your falls risk. It decreases stability. It has quite a significant impact during your later stages of life with the fat pad atrophy.
I despised orthotics for a while, but the thought of not being able to run in my 60s and 70s because of something ignorant and stupid that I did in my 30s and 40s sounded pretty damn silly. Now I wear them on all runs, even though I lose that natural feeling. It's a trade-off that I'm willing to take.